following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.
For some lawn care needs, stop by.
Welcome to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM. Listen to us on the go on the Mixler app. You downloading it right now?
I've almost got it downloaded.
All right. Or watch us on
Wi-Fi
YouTube, live stream on YouTube. We are at Jake's Furnishings this morning. A nice Saturday morning finally. It's not raining. So get out and enjoy the day. We are at Jake's today in this massive couch, or whatever you call this, sectional.
Most people would call it sectional, but you know.
Well, I'll call it a couch.
Okay.
You can move those throw pillows if you want. I mean, there's only 150 of them on this thing. But we got the soccer team with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Only two young ladies were brave enough to roll out of bed and join us. So we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves. We've got a couple of coaches here and a couple of players, so we'll just go down the line, introduce yourself,
okay,
go from there.
All right, I'm Coach Donnie Bowman. This is my second year with the girls program and fourth with the boys.
And you're no stranger. You've been on the Cheap Seats several times,
yeah.
So you're a seasoned veteran.
Yes,
so,
love it.
Yeah, so. And who we have here?
I'm head coach Beth Rayman. This is my second year with the program and first year as head coach.
Okay.
My name's Sara Sloan, and this is my fourth year in the program.
My name is Katheryn Slack, and I'm a senior with Sara, and I've been playing for 4 years.
Nice. We'll go over some of your accomplishments this year that Jake was.
Did you guys play last night?
We did.
You did. Did you get the win?
No, we lost 1-0. It was
So close.
It was a rough game.
So the record setting is still in flux right now.
Still in flux.
Yep.
All right.
We're going to get it.
You gonna get it? How many games you guys have left in the regular season?
2.
2 left, and then you guys have like regionals and all
Yep.
that. I'm guessing.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about your season so far, Coach. I know you've tied the season win record at Lincoln Community High School, and now you're looking to break it. Tell us a little bit about your season.
So far it's been amazing. We won the East Peoria tournament at the very beginning of the season and had 4 girls on the all-tournament team. And then since then we've been winning, tying, and occasionally losing. But as you just said, we are so close to breaking a single season win record, and we are so excited about it and just like cheering them on, trying to get it.
So is this something where you knew going into the season that you're going to have a pretty solid team, where this would be one of the goals, or the girls kind of surprised you a little bit?
We knew to a certain extent that we were going to have a solid team, which is why we made the Make History shirts. But they've also surprised us, like people that sometimes freshmen that we had no idea were coming in, or juniors that stepped up hardcore, and seniors who stepped up, and they still surprise you even when you feel like you know every player.
Now, it hasn't been the best weather this whole season. You guys said you played last night, and it was rainy and gloomy. Does that affect your game any, as on the soccer field, slow you down a little bit, or how does that the weather, I guess, determine a soccer game?
Personally, you guys have only played in freezing rain pretty much this whole season.
Yeah, it's absolutely awful.
Oh, and those aren't. Yeah. So you didn't have any days like this?
We had one day at Taylorville.
One good day.
Yeah. Now
It's still dark.
Yeah.
It wasn't really sunny.
Cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hard
Still
to get
cold.
the blood flowing.
I was going to say, if it isn't raining, it feels like, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts this year?
Yes.
It's like you get one or the other this year, so. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is hard to get them motivated sometimes because it's wet and cold and windy, and you can tell when we're out there warming up they don't want it. But last night I knew it was different because Katheryn was already muddy in pregame warm-up, diving
I
on the
was
ground.
covered in mud.
We knew it was going to be a game where we
It's going to be a good game.
stepped it up.
Now, who'd you play last night?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, and I'm assuming
It was solid.
Solid team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in a couple years, obviously you guys will be gone, but Jacksonville will be part of your regular schedule. So do you guys try to schedule some of those Central State 8 schools to mix in during the year, or is it just kind of hit or miss?
Less so this year. In the past, we continue to play most of the Central State 8. This year we only had, I think, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And some of that is just that we can be honest, and we're not ready for Chatham, Glenwood, Rochester. But so we're going to build to that. That's the plan, build up. Because, we're going back to Central State 8, and then they will be our regular opponents.
Yeah. As far as building for the future, I know soccer is really taking a hold in Lincoln for the younger kids, all kinds of programs out there for them. Do you guys try to get involved with that just to try to build your program up, keep these kids interested so they stick with soccer all the way through?
Yep, we're both involved with Coach Tim Stuckey is running a kids summer camp, and Donnie and I will both be there to help out with the little kids and build that. And Donnie's involved with FC, and so is Stuckey, and so we're all in it.
Yeah, June 13th through 16th, by the way, the summer camp.
Summer camp, okay. Let's talk a little bit about these two young ladies down here on the end. A couple of seniors, been playing for 4 years. I guess we'll start with Mrs. Sloan there. You get all your moves from Tate. Didn't Tate play soccer?
Yeah, Tate played soccer.
Yeah, does he help you with any of your soccer skills? I mean, when you guys are younger, obviously he was probably beating up on you, so that's got to make you tougher.
Well, yeah, brotherly sister love. It's, he was rough. And he's got some big shoes to fill, and he's got like records up on the board and stuff, but me and him play two different games.
Yeah? What kind of game do you play? Finesse?
No, he was more finesse.
He was the finesse?
I feel like I'm pretty patient, and he was kind of just a go-getter, and I'm more laid back.
Good juggler, though.
Yeah, I'm a good juggler, I could probably beat him in that. But
so you're probably on defense then?
No, I'm actually in midfield.
Midfield? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is, Jake?
I do.
You want to elaborate?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
It's been a long time since I played soccer.
Yeah. See, growing up, we never had soccer, and so it's not something I'm really familiar with.
Midfield's like offense and defense.
So you get to do both. That's what I'd want to do. If I played soccer.
Theory.
They also run the most.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's not what he wants.
I will be the goalie.
Yep, there you go.
Less running.
As long as I had a chair, he'd be
a chair and some beverages and snacks.
Well, I was actually goalie last night for JV. Got my first shutout. I was super excited.
Yeah, nice. Was there any particular moment this year that stood out, maybe a favorite moment? I know you got 2 games left, and I'm sure that when you get that next victory to break the record, that will be your best moment. But leading up to that, any moments this year?
Honestly, like last night, that was probably one of my favorite games. I saw everyone like really get into it. I felt like it was like almost everyone's favorite game because everyone was super into the game and really, really, really wanted to win, but she got that last shot. But other than that, I feel like that was my favorite game.
Does being done with school have any part of that?
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, you had to go on the game last night thinking, hey, I'm done with school.
Yep.
I got to graduate, and that's it. So that's got to be a little more, I guess, a boost.
It was hard yesterday since it was raining and stuff to be like, all right, I got to go.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the next 2 games will be some good weather for you.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. Any college or future plans?
I'm going to go to Heartland, and I'm going to try to become an x-ray technician.
Okay.
So that'll only take 2 years, and hopefully just move out of state, go somewhere warm.
Move out of state?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Somewhere warm.
Somewhere warm.
Yeah.
That's very good outside.
This soccer season's convinced her that leaving the state is appropriate.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about doing it a long time and just never pulled the trigger. So kudos to you. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
I don't know.
Mom and Dad.
Thanks to my mom and dad for supporting me, and thanks for the soccer girls for always challenging me and stuff like
I
that.
think Grandma and Grandpa usually listen.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Grandma and Grandpa. You guys are the best.
All right. Well, congratulations. Good luck on the rest of your season and, your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Go ahead and say your name again.
My name is Katheryn Slack.
All right. Senior.
I'm a senior, of
Okay.
course.
What position?
I'm the goalie,
There you go.
the big bad goalie.
So, Sara showed you a few things last night. She did get her first win. A shutout. You say shutout?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many saves did you have?
I think I had like 3.
I taught Sara everything she knows.
All right. Well, a little too late. Your season's about over.
Yeah, I
But,
guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Any favorite moments this year?
Well, at the East Peoria tournament, we won, and I got all tournament team. But I also made a PK, which, it's a goal, I guess. It counts. Doesn't it count as a goal? Well, either way, I made it.
Okay, it counts as a goal for that game and that you won and you made a PK. But for your season records and the numbers of goals, they don't technically count.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna catch the most goals in the season anyway. So
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Unless you kick it all the way down the field,
yeah,
So.
I got a pretty good leg on me. So no, I made a PK and it was so fun.
Well, absolutely. As a goalie, you don't get to do that very often.
No, I don't get to shoot
Yeah.
ever.
Do you guys, I know in hockey they pull the goalie. Do you ever do that in soccer? Is that a thing?
We haven't.
No.
No,
I've never tried that.
We did that in the boys a few years ago. We brought the goalie up, and when Peyton Lanning was goalie, we did that at the end just to try to get something, but rarely.
So that's
at the end of the game, you can bring him up. We brought Jaden Klopp up to get a header, if there's 30 seconds left. But yeah, you don't do that very often.
Not worth the risk.
all right. Any future plans? College?
I'm going to Mizzou next year.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do at Mizzou? Which do you know your major?
No, I don't.
You just want to go to Mizzou. Now, what forced you or deterred you to Mizzou?
I just went to the campus and it was pretty and looked fun, and I don't know, I just loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
They have a river inside their rec center, so
Yeah, they do.
yeah, it's a pretty nice
Pretty
place.
cool.
River.
It's like a lazy river thing you
okay.
can swim in and all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
campus.
the pool was really nice.
So that you were sold on the
Yeah,
pool.
the lazy river. Yeah.
Well, they got a cool
Of
pool.
course.
Oh, whoever built that is appreciating you for the recruiting effort.
Yeah, it sold me right there. I was like, it's a river.
There we go. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
I don't know, my soccer team. Hopefully they're listening.
Now, are these the only 2 soccer players you have that are seniors this year?
We have 8, is it, or
8.
8?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Missed a few then.
Where's
Coach?
the other 6?
Some of them don't want to appear on TV. They're kind of
Yeah.
intimidated, I guess.
It
But
was a little too early.
Oh, I want to shout out to Jenna Bowman, sitting in Donnie's car right now,
my sophomore daughter's out there.
because she wouldn't come in and be on the radio with us.
She knew we had donuts, right?
Fair enough.
Maybe not. She didn't know the donut thing, I think.
Oh.
Well, she does now.
That may have-
In her future.
Jenna, we have donuts for you.
Plates, napkins, all of it.
Yep, the whole gig.
Now you
Coffee
mentioned
if needed.
you guys won the East Peoria tournament, and you guys had 7 people on the all tournament team. Is that correct? 4. Where did I get 7 from?
You have an issue with counting.
It'd be nice if 7 would be incredible. Yeah, that's most of the team.
4 is still pretty good.
We're gonna say
Yeah.
7, but 4 people on the all tournament team. So how many teams were in this tournament?
8,
I think 8.
8.
something
Combe
like that.
and Monmouth and,
Canton, Galesburg.
And it was freezing and raining
Yes.
and snowing.
of course, every single game but one.
Yes.
Now, as coaches, that's got to be pretty difficult for you guys to be on the sidelines in the cold, and
Thankfully, I'm insulated pretty well, but
Yeah.
just layers
Yes.
the key.
layers.
As a player, I didn't mind. I loved rainy games and whatever. As a coach, I'm like, no.
Rainy when it's hot.
Now, do you guys have any home games left?
No.
Last night was it.
Last night was your last, so I'm figuring it was senior night.
No, that was
No, we
earlier.
did that
Did that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Senior night was fun.
who are your last 2 games? Did we say that?
We haven't.
It was
Nope,
it's
we
East
haven't.
Peoria
Yep.
and Charleston.
Monday
Yes.
at Charleston and Wednesday in 90-some degrees at East Peoria.
On turf.
On turf.
Now that might be
Culture shock.
that could be difficult. You know,
It's going to be different. We haven't had a warm game yet.
You know, as far as the heat will affect your conditioning and your I guess your
Yeah.
what
It'll
word
be
am I
real
looking
hot.
for?
Well, they're definitely not used to it because we haven't had a chance to even practice in the
Right.
heat. You know, they didn't get
Yeah.
used to that stuff. Be acclimated to the hot weather.
Now you guys have already played Charleston, I assume. How did you
Yeah.
do against them?
We tied.
Tied.
Yeah.
Tie game.
Okay. And then what's East Peoria look like? I mean, you went over there and won their tournament, so.
Yep. We beat them.
We beat them in the tournament.
All right, so feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty confident about
Yes.
getting this victory and setting that school record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And when are those games?
Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday. So on the road, and then in soccer, I know the boys basketball. There's 4 classes. What's soccer look like as far as when the state tournament?
Yeah,
How
there
many
are
classes?
3 classes
3?
in soccer, and,
Yeah.
and we're 2A.
I say you guys.
And Muhammad's one of the top. That's who we play. They're like number 4 in the state in
Yeah.
2A, and we get them
really?
first round.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate.
Muhammad's one of those schools, I mean, obviously in the Apollo that, I mean, they've got a pretty good program over there. I know they hurt us in basketball. I mean, you saw that.
Yeah.
But that's got to be frustrating.
A little bit.
Yeah. and,
we weren't one of the worst teams in the
Right.
seeding, and then they put us against the best team in the seeding. So it was,
and it comes down to a lot of, these tournaments and the state tournament, it comes down to matchups. And if you get a bad matchup, it's gonna be hard for you. But
this will be tough.
You got to beat the best to be the best.
That's right.
So, beat them from the get-go, and then you get those weaker teams.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So.
So where's your regionals at? I'm sure you know that.
We are at Bloomington High School.
Bloomington High School?
On the 18th.
On the 18th, so. Season's winding down. 4 years of school, did it fly by?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure your parents told you that, school flies by, don't, in a blink of an eye, it's over. And, I'm sure you'll tell your kids and everybody down the road that that's true. It does. It just seems like yesterday you guys are freshmen.
Yeah.
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 It was hard to leave school, but
Jake, it was a long time since you were a freshman.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
You should feel it.
So, any plans for the summer?
No. Just going with the flow.
weddings, stuff like that.
No summer jobs?
Oh yeah, I work at the rec. I'm a lifeguard, and what is my other job? Oh yeah, I work at Top Hat. Yeah.
My other job.
I mean, come on.
It's ice cream.
Ice
She's
cream. How
repeating
can you
it.
forget that?
Oh, it's pretty early in the morning. I kind of forgot there for a second, but yeah, I work at Top Hat. It's literally
19.
the
That's
best
pretty
job.
early.
Pretty early.
It's the best job. I love working at Top Hat.
Yeah, you
Is
get
it the ice cream?
sneak a little scoop of ice cream.
Or the
The
people?
ice cream is a big benefit. It is.
Yeah.
But it's a cute little job. I love it.
Well,
It's
good.
going to be hard to leave for college and not have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Find a new one.
Any jobs?
Jake, you got some questions?
Just chilling.
I'm just here, just trying to help out where I can. I
you're
mean, I don't know what you're wanting out of me, Scotty.
Something. I mean, a little participation would be fantastic.
I'm about done.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Phone it in.
Your next segment is.
He'll take
coming.
over when
Oh, okay.
softball comes in. Yeah, he's more of a softball guy.
You're right. Yeah.
I don't know much about that either, so.
Right. Yeah.
We want to shout out to our other coach, Todd Morning.
Yeah, he's
I
not
hope
here
he's
with us.
listening. He was worried sending me on the show without a script
That is
Yeah.
true.
because I like to talk
He
sometimes.
was nervous.
He
But
did
I
mention
mean,
that.
you got a mic, talk. We encourage it.
I hope you're listening, Todd.
yeah, for
I have faith in you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else, Coach? I mean, as far as, your other players, any kind of information you want to throw on them? Any, leading, don't you have, a leading scorer?
Yes, we do, actually. Speaking of Todd Morning, his daughter, Hattie, is our lead scorer. She's got 15 goals and 6 assists right now. She's chasing the single scoring record. And with 16, she's really close because it's 21.
And who is that?
I have that record.
So you're saying she got
guess who's going to be on?
Take her out. Take her out.
Somebody got suspended for the last 2 games.
If it was the White Sox in the early 1900s, yes, she would just say, yeah, you had it on the bench.
Sit down. We're going to rest you for the regionals.
Want to make sure you're okay for regionals.
Or like she's waving wildly for a sub, and I'm like, I see nothing. You need out? You fine? Okay,
Right.
keep going. No. But yeah, she's pretty close and is just having an amazing season. And our other offensive player, Grace Curry, is having an excellent season and scoring lots of goals. And our defensive line, which includes Jenna Bowman, is just being phenomenal this year. And so many shout outs to them for saving Catherine sometimes from having to touch the ball.
Yeah, I love my defensive line.
Do you ever yell at them like, no, let this one come in?
Oh, I yell at them all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
All the time. 'Cause sometimes they just need yelled at. It may as well be me.
Coach, you said this is your second year, Coach?
Yeah.
Have you always wanted to be a head coach? I mean, what was your, obviously you played in high school. What was your upbringing, as you proceeded through, how did you become the head coach?
Well, I've been an assistant coach for this team on and off over the years, and I was an assistant coach last year. And so when the coaching position opened up this year, honestly, I got tons of text messages instantly of like, this is open, go. And I'm like literally writing the letter of interest within like 5 minutes and then sending it off to see if I can throw my hat in the ring. And I got it, and here we are.
Here we are. So
Now, did you bring him along, or did he just start showing up?
No.
I was the head coach last year.
Yes.
But I'm coaching boys soccer, girls basketball, girls soccer, and I'm working on my second master's, and I'm trying to help out with my 6 kids.
man, you are motivated.
Yeah.
I knew she wanted it, and I'm like, I need to step aside. It's, we got it started last year, and we did a good job with us, me and her and Todd, and we wanted to keep that going. So I was happy to be on board if she let me, and she did.
Yep. The minute I sent that cover letter,
And I can drive a bus, so yeah, great.
they were my 2 phone calls. I sent my cover letter, and then I was like, Donnie, Todd, let's go. Getting the band back together. Same thing as last year. We're a team.
That's awesome. That's fun.
We're in this.
So anything else you want to throw out there? Any
I will say we started the season. We were kind of banged up. We've been hurt all year. Some of our key players have been injured, and so we've been filling in pieces. Younger people have had to step up also, and we're finally starting to get healthy. And it shows. Like every game, we're so competitive. It makes us deeper because people that were on the bench now that had to start, now they're on the bench helping us out and come off, making us a lot tougher. So we're finally clicking at the right moment, and hopefully it's been showing these last few games.
Yeah.
How did your younger classes fare this year as far as their team?
For the JV, well, the JVs had it's been tough because we start on our back line 2 sophomores and a freshman on our defensive line, the senior. So when you're starting freshmen and sophomores, that could have been playing on JV, but we've been so banged up and injured and some other things. But so our JV's been doing great. Like usually it's a who wants to play goalie tonight. And last night was Sarah's first try at goalie, and she almost forgot one time.
Yeah.
The ball came in, and she, instead of picking it up, she went to kick it, and she kicked it instead of grabbing it because she forgot she was goalie, I think. But she did a great job last night.
It was
I
great,
can use my hands.
I wanted to be a goalie. I wanted to try goalie since freshman year. So.
Well, maybe Heartland has intramurals or something where you can, you play goalie there.
I think they do. I've been over there for tour.
Or don't, and just go out with a complete career shutout.
Exactly. That's the plan. Just go out with a bang.
That's probably
Your goalie record is flawless.
Yes.
put you up on the wall.
Yeah.
1-1.
All right.
100%.
Why you keep looking at me?
You look a little under the weather today.
I'm just tired, Didn't want to roll out of bed either, okay? So, but they make me. Yeah.
At least we're on these nice couches.
Yeah.
Sectional.
And that's half the problem. You just kind of sink in here and you can take a nice little nap.
That will happen today.
Right here?
Sounds good.
Possibly. Depends how many customers are in here.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks again for coming. Good luck on the next couple games. Get that victory, break that record, and then regionals start, what?
On the 18th.
18th?
Yep.
Okay. And over in Bloomington. So good luck there, and we'll keep following you, and enjoy. And graduation next Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
A lot going on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Anytime. Thanks,
Thank you.
guys. All right, we'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have more here on the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln has outrageous deals going on now that will allow you to transform every room in your home with top quality furniture like Ashley brand and the full line of Bemco mattresses. Whether it's outfitting your living room, family room, dining room, or breakfast nook, Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln will save you more.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. If you're in the market for a new used car or truck and don't see what you're looking for, please give us a call. We'll gladly let you know what we have coming in, and we'll search for the perfect vehicle for you. Incentives and rebates are changing all the time, and now is a great time to purchase a new or used car or truck. Call us at Grau Chevrolet Buick at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Spring is in the air, and now's a perfect time to make sure your air conditioner is working in tip-top shape before the hot summer's heat takes its toll. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer, can clean or repair your old air conditioner or install a new one like an energy-efficient heat pump that will keep you cool this summer and warm in the winter. For fast, reliable service 24 hours a day, call Lincoln Heating and Cooling 735-5835. Your home to Carrier, turn to the experts.
join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick. If you're in the market for a new used car or truck and don't see what you're looking for, please give us a call. We'll gladly let you know what we have coming in, and we'll search for the perfect vehicle for you. Incentives and rebates are changing all the time, and now is a great time to purchase a new or used car or truck. Call us at Grau Chevrolet Buick at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Page between May 7th and May 11th. Names will be drawn daily at 11 a.m. with winners being notified via Facebook Messenger. We hope to see you at the Castro Flow Racing Night in America, brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick at Lincoln Speedway, May the 12th.
Capsule Head Start is now enrolling. Give your child the educational start they need. Free first-class early childhood programming with positive educational experiences for children under the age of 5. Nutritious meals and transportation is provided. Let us give them a head start. Contact us at 217-732-2159 or visit us on the web at capsule.info. Eligibility requirements do apply.
This is Greg Olszewski, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, and Sabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Footloose, Jake?
That was on the Footloose soundtrack.
I don't believe so. Is it? You guys know Footloose? No?
It'd be the original one, so.
No. Way before their time.
Way before.
Yeah. Hey, we got more guests this morning here at Jake's. We go from soccer to softball. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
You guys awake and ready to go? No game today?
Nope.
It's kind of been the trend the past couple months, right? A lot of cancellations. No?
We've been super fortunate.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe that's just baseball then. I know they got canceled today. So you guys been playing on the junior high field,
been playing on the
which has
turf.
really
Yeah.
saved your season.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Okay, that's
Even had a couple away games at the junior high.
Really?
Like last night, we were at Rochester, happened to be at Lincoln Junior High.
well, that's
So,
a plus.
Works out really nice.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves so we kind of know who they're looking at.
I'm Ryen Stoltzenburg. I'm a senior.
Oh, you gotta hold it up.
Get that mic up
There you go.
And we got to turn it on.
And change the batteries. Okay. Now
All
we're
right.
good.
Redo.
I'm Ryen Stoltzenburg.
I'm Abbie Glenn
I'm Cassie Bridge.
And I'm LeeAnn Gilbert.
Okay. So, Coach, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about how the season's gone so far. Record-wise.
Yeah, record-wise, we're 17-12.
Okay.
I think my goal for the team personally, like a few weeks ago, is like, let's get to 15. Let's get to 15 wins. And now I'm like, let's get to 20. So, we've made some tremendous strides. I'm extremely proud of the girls. We work really hard. I push them, and they respond. So I'm like 100%. I'm like just super proud of them.
Now, tell us a little bit about your background. Is this your first year here at Lincoln Community High School?
This is my first year as a coach here. I've been teaching in the community for 8 years now, 7 years, whatever it's been. But yeah, I'm from KZ, Illinois, which is like the powerhouse softball program. I grew up, that was in our blood. State championships, the expectation every year. Anything less was not a success. And I played collegiate ball at University of Illinois, and then went back to KZ, coached a little bit there, and then here I am now. So
you bring that attitude along with you as far as, setting high goals for these ladies, and obviously everybody wants to have a state championship, but how do you build that program and get these guys on board with, what you're trying to sell them?
Well, I think I hold myself to the same, I hold myself accountable, and I hold myself to the same standard, and I feel like they respond to that, or they see that I'm all in, and I feel like I just kind of lead and they follow, and I expect nothing but 100%, and I'm on them all the time, and I know, I say it all the time, I think people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Like, I know there's more. I know there's more there, and I'm going to push until I get what I want.
Right.
So
just trying to get your point across and maybe motivate these young ladies a little bit, and get them to some winning ways.
I'm wanting to build something here.
Right.
I mean, I'm all in, and it starts with these three, and I feel like they've responded. I think they've embraced it, and I think the girls see it, underclassmen, so I'm excited.
Absolutely. We'll start down here. Say your name again, position, grade.
Okay. I'm Ryen Stoltzenburg. I play right field, and I'm a senior.
Hold on, Cole. You're not done yet.
You're not done yet. Okay. Now, Ryen, you don't play summer ball, travel ball, correct? I'd say of the starters, you're one of the few players that you haven't all your career, right?
No, I've never played summer ball.
Yeah, which in the softball world, to have a solid player that doesn't play summer ball, it's rare nowadays. And Ryen, I'm going to kind of dog on you a little bit and then come back. But last year, she started the season, her bat was a step behind. Her defense was a little bit behind, but you could tell how she's athletically gifted. This year, I'll tell you what, right out of the bat, she was smoking the ball, just absolutely driving it. And I mean, every player's going to go through a little bit of hiccup of the season, but wow, what a change this season for her. I mean, as a senior, you really have been a leader on the hitting end of it, and you've been fun to watch all year long, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So any plans coming up in the future here?
I'm going to SIUE with two of my best friends, planning to major in math and minor in Spanish, so I might go into the field of education. Not sure yet, but yeah.
Spanish, huh?
I had some inspiration.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Yeah.
A little Spanish going on here. Yeah. Jake's pretty. His Spanish is.
No habla.
No bueno, huh?
No good. It's not good.
Yeah, he knows a couple of words, but we can't say them on air. So you're going to go to SIUE. You want to give a shout out to anybody? Mom and Dad?
My sister, Taryn. She's a sophomore on the team. I'm going to miss her a lot. Probably the hardest part about leaving for college.
Really? Yeah. Usually siblings they can't wait to leave.
No, I think we've grown really close.
Bond.
Yeah, this past 2 years, best friends. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Any summer plans?
I'm gonna help out with girls basketball camps.
Okay.
I'm lifeguarding at the Elks. Other than that, not really.
willy-nilly. Just
shout out to anybody else, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad.
Yeah, probably parents, grandparents. They come to all my games, so it's really nice and supportive, even in the rain.
Once in a while, too. They also listen once in a while too.
Just every once in a while.
Yeah.
Would the people do listen to this?
There's a few, and they let me know they listen to it.
Okay. Well, they must not have much of a life. I'm just
It's
kidding.
Lincoln.
We are the
It's
number
high
one.
school. It's high school softball, baseball. That's
right. Yeah, and we are the number one sports show on Saturday mornings. Did you guys know that?
Between 9 and
10 in Logan County. Yeah. So now you do. So you guys should feel special. You're on the number one rated sports show. Go pass the mic.
I'm Abbie Glenn. I play shortstop, and I'm a senior.
Okay. We didn't ask you, but did you have any favorite moments this year as far as the season?
We had a fun practice one time, home run derby. That was pretty fun. Yeah.
Just one time?
I didn't have to run.
Well, that's great.
That's where the expectations come in.
Guys, you're a senior. What position did you say? Shortstop. Okay, that's a tough position.
Yeah.
You got an arm on you? Pretty good arm?
Decent.
Decent?
Yeah.
You got to have good arm at short, right, Jake?
Well, I couldn't play it. I don't have that kind of arm.
You sell yourself short.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What was your favorite moment this year?
I agree, like the home run derby at practice, and
who won the home run derby?
Ryan's team.
Well, of course that's her favorite. So, is that something that, Coach, you do throw that in every once in a while just to keep it light and
I
fun
think we'd been inside for a solid week because of the rain, snow, sleet, whatever was happening. And it was like we just needed a day.
Yeah.
A day. And we'd been in that back gym, and we had had enough. I think.
It's probably hard to get a lot accomplished inside. Softball, you got to be outside playing. I mean, you can only hit so much and take grounders on an even service, so long, and you got to get outside. So future plans?
I'm going to Mount Mercy University. I'm playing softball, and I'm going to major in nursing.
Where's Mount Mercy at?
It's Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice area.
Yeah.
And the reason she got there, and not too many people know this, is her next level speed. I wanted to bring that up on the show because earlier in the year I said something that was not overly flattery about her speed. And I think somebody may have taken a little bit of offense to it.
Well, you're an offensive guy.
I know. I try not to be. But Abbie actually, shortstop, again, senior. She's been 3 years starter at short?
No, my freshman year I pitched.
You pitched pretty much the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So Lincoln High School at that time was shorthanded on pitching. She stepped in and, really saved the team that year in a big way. And then she's been shortstop since. Great glove. When you have a shortstop, you're relying on them not making errors and bad plays. And Abbie's been an absolute team leader on that end of it, as well as the bat. You've had a couple home runs this year.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, were either one of those a big moment for you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say one of them. You look like you're almost floating around the base.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. Let's
see your home run trot.
Oh no.
But again, had a fantastic year as a fan. I try to stay away from them, so I'm not yelling too much gibberish at them or anything, and it's just fun to watch. So all three of these girls that are here, they've definitely been a pleasure from a fan standpoint.
Nice. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
My parents, my grandparents for always being there and pushing me to be the best I can be.
Oh yeah, the grandparents are a big part of the program as well. Grandpa's been there and helped us out a little bit.
Yeah.
So good people all the way around.
Good deal.
And Mom and Dad, they've been busy this year.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. They got a baseball game at the same time they got softball games, and then they got Little League as well, right? Little League travel ball. So they have been busy.
That is busy, yeah. All right. We don't have to pass the mic. She's got a headset on. Go ahead and introduce yourself again.
I'm Cassie Bridge. I play left field, and I'm a senior.
Okay. Favorite moment this year?
When I hit my home run, my first one.
How many do you have?
1.
Oh, all right. So,
and let me tell you, it was gone from the moment it left the bat.
Now, is that your first one ever?
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. How did that feel running around the bases?
Like, oh my God, I actually hit one over.
Big old smile.
Yeah, she had a huge smile.
Again, it didn't look like she touched the bases. She was floating.
Just floating. That's awesome.
Pretty quick around the bases. Dead center field shot off 3/4 of the way up the flagpole.
Wow.
I mean, it was an impressive, like the moment it hit, I spun around and said, gone. And the parents were like, come on. I'm like, what are you talking about? That thing's gone by 50 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a shot. It was fun to see.
Yeah. You say you play left field.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ask a favorite moment? I don't think we did we?
The home
run.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Lost
Now,
track there.
if you would have made that diving catch last night, would that have been there?
No.
All right. I was going to say, back when I played, favorite moments were, I mean, I hit a few home runs, but the diving catches always stood out because I feel like I just robbed somebody. and that was always fun. But Cassie, you know, through the years, she's always been so consistent. And kind of like that little one that, you know, you don't pay much attention to. And at the end of the game, oh, well, she was 3 for 4 with a couple doubles, a couple stolen bases, didn't make an error. I mean, that's kind of how she's been her entire career, and this year's no different. Jumped from, you played third base for quite a few games, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think she's... personally, from an outsider standpoint, I feel like you're a natural outfielder. Mm-hmm. She gets a fantastic jump, and it's, you know, Ryen knows this well, in the outfield, when you get a different view at it compared to the infield, if you don't get a good jump, a lot of times that ball's played you, and you're chasing. She's done a really good job of transitioning from third base to the outfield, and it's, again, joy to watch. These kids have been fantastic this year.
Future plans, college?
I'm undecided on the college, but I'm going to go for my associates in science.
Okay. Undecided?
Yeah.
I mean, you're a senior, right?
Yeah.
Graduate next Saturday?
I know.
There's time.
Yeah, there's time. I mean, take a year off. No, don't do that. No. Any plans for the summer? Did I ask you any plans for the summer? Working? Anything?
I'm going to play softball.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, travel ball.
Who are you with? Whiplash?
Whiplash, yeah.
Okay. How about you?
I'm just going to continue working.
Where do you work at? Ace Hardware?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's probably a busy time of year right now. Everybody going buying flowers and plants and getting outside work done, so get you some overtime.
Yeah.
Pad up that bank account.
I know that.
No, there's not.
Coach, we got a few games left. Who do we have coming up?
Monday we play Tri-Valley. Mm-hmm. And then, senior night. Monday night is senior night. Okay. And then Thursday, we're going to play Chillicothe, like IVC.
The Ghosts.
And then we're off next weekend. And then I think we got one game the following week, 2 games. Decatur Eisenhower, or Decatur, I don't know, MacArthur maybe.
One of them, yeah.
And then Rantoul. So
that's to wrap up your regular season.
That's to wrap up the regular season.
How have you guys fared this year in the Apollo? I know Apollo softball is pretty.
Oh, it's tough.
It's tough. So kind of mid-pack.
My goal was to win a doubleheader. I mean, that's what I wanted. Somehow find a way to get 2 wins in a day. It didn't happen for us, but we beat. You know, we took it to Mount Zion. I felt good about that win. We got one from Mahomet. We got one from Mattoon. So we've split along the way. We got swept by Charleston, and
we had a couple good games with them too.
Yeah, we've come up short, and you know, it's hard to push that second win in one day to win a doubleheader.
Especially, I mean, say what you want about other conferences around us. This conference, Apollo, it's tough. I mean, you got some softball powerhouses in there that will compete every year for titles, actually. So, I mean, I think we've had a really solid year and a lot of learning moments. I mean, these guys have competed in games that we lose by 1 or 2 runs many times. And when you do that, you know, you get a little bit hungrier. And sometimes you take it out on the next team that might be a little unsuspecting of it. And last night you saw a little bit of that, I feel. You know, they come out and I'm not saying we were flat because we were making contact.
No, we were flat that first inning.
All right. We got a few people on and didn't get them in, and then all of a sudden floodgates open, and I think we won 11-2. So almost 10-run them. So kept us parents waiting in the mist and the rain just for a little bit while longer, and they were fine with that, I think.
Wow. I'm sure you had your umbrella.
No, I stand out there in left field and try to cheer them on best I can.
That's good for you, Jake.
Poor Pinky, she gets to hear every word I say.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, Coach, still a little bit of the season left here. Having a solid season. Where do you go from here as far as your younger classmen? You know, obviously your seniors are your foundation.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, these two top 3 batting average, this one highest on-base percentage. I mean, we are losing 3 great players.
Right.
So, you know, for me, I'm looking to get my numbers up. We're hosting a camp, softball camp this year for the first time. I don't know I don't even know if it's been done, when it was last done. So I'm looking for a core group to come in the next couple of years, next year, year after that, and just try to fill some voids that, you know, they've left, because, you know, they're three great athletes. And
now are some of the high schoolers going to be helping you with the camps? Oh,
yep.
That's big.
Yeah, so it's hosted by us, and then the girls will be there that can make it. But yeah, I'm expecting the girls to come out, and we're going to put on a camp and just get some fundamentals, kind of show them what it looks like, what the expectation here is.
Yeah, and then there's rumors, and I can actually confirm this because the higher powers told me, that there could be some changes in the field for next year. You're not confirming
I
that?
see a grin.
I hope so.
Like I said, it was given to me by athletic director and the superintendent.
Well, I know that athletic director.
So
he doesn't say anything to me.
So we were talking pretty serious. So it sounds like it's pretty much a done deal, really. It's just a matter of getting the bids in and making sure everything lines up. So, but if that kind of thing happens, how big of a deal do you think, Coach, it'll be in Lincoln, Illinois? You'll have 2 turf fields that you can show off for junior high as well as high school. Maybe do a tournament, maybe do a couple different things there. And with lower levels, you know, like when you kids were in grade school or whatnot, could you imagine playing on a turf field then? Oh, it'd been different story, right? I mean, game changing, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because then we're outside all the time.
All the time.
I mean, we get all those days we lost to the back, you know, the indoors. We're there. We're outside. And
now, minus the weather, do you prefer playing on turf or natural?
Natural.
Natural.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah. Okay. You don't care. You just want to play.
I tell you though, when it's wet and watching a couple of these girls that figured it out on the turf, they can slide about 20 feet coming into third base.
That's fun.
I mean, it looks fun. I don't know.
Now, is this something just for softball, or is it something that baseball will utilize too? Is it just your guys' field for this, or?
No, they're talking baseball and softball.
Both.
Done.
Okay, awesome.
And I'll be honest, I was pushing. I don't know if that's what you're one, but I was pushing to have the whole field done in turf. I was thinking, you might as well
go big, right?
Go big. I mean, that's facing the parking lot. It's going to be the first thing people see. I was like, and some sponsorships on the back on the permanent fence would be nice, I think too.
Oh, yeah? You know some sponsors
I know a couple sponsors, maybe prime sponsors if they
we'll
needed.
just say sponsors now. Don't be throwing that prime in there.
Hey, I'm willing to build a taller fence. I mean, whatever it takes. Have a green monster there.
Money talks, man. You throw your money out there, they'll spend it.
We've had conversations.
All right. Well, that's exciting. That's very exciting, and hopefully that gets done by next year, and you guys stay home, you know, and people come to you to play. You know, something gets canceled. Well, hey, Lincoln's got turf.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these schools are starting to go to that. I know we've seen it starting football. It's just less maintenance, and you know.
Well, and the weather. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, this year I think has shown and basically kind of solidified that answer for the school, and that, you know, some schools have only played 15 games. You know, we're looking at close to 30 or whatever it is. So, you know, the umpires the last couple nights are like, wait, what's your record? How many games have you played? I'm like, yeah, we're at 30 games. And they're just, you know, blown away because.
Well, and a lot of schools, like you guys even right now, you guys have a whole bunch of gaps that you're going to be practicing and whatnot, I'm sure, for the next couple of weeks. Whereas most schools, they're playing all their makeup games right now. And, you know, you do get a lot better when you get some practice time in. I know the girls may not like hearing that, you know, maybe you have to do a little extra running, keep yourself in condition for it. But, I mean, it is a big deal. I mean, to get that under your belt right before playoffs and then maybe show up and teams are hurting a little bit or whatever from having to play extra games right before regionals. And, you know, you guys have a little bit of an advantage here over a lot of teams. So hopefully we make a good run here coming up.
So we need to throw out a shout out and a big thank you to the junior high for allowing you to play on that field, and you know that's huge. They've had that for a year now. They just almost right at a year. Probably last fall was the first year. Okay. So that's amazing, and you know to have a facility like that, you know, like you said, it's huge. You get your games in, and now at the high school, so it's very exciting things going on. And anything else you want to throw out there?
Anything about triple play or anything? I heard something about that.
Triple play last night.
Yeah.
How's that happen? Just kind of a.
Well, I'll tell you how it happened.
I'm still speechless. I really can't believe I witnessed it because it was just like all so fast. So, you know, it's bases loaded, no outs. We're in a jam.
So the play right before that, too. Hard ground ball to Abbie. Fielded it fantastic. Flip over to second. A little bit of a misplay at second base. Fumbled. Girls safe. So you got second and third. Again, no outs. Very next play. Line drive back to Abbie. She says, no problem. Catch. Flip to third for 2, flip over to second for 3. It was It was like I said,
to end the game.
No. That would have been awesome.
That would have been walking off on
and go to the championship.
I tell you what, all of us in the left field cheap seats, we were enjoying the moment.
Yeah, we were out there. We were in left field. I didn't get the memo.
The cheap seats set up out there. So
a handful of games left to finish the season. You guys are done with school. We talked to the soccer ladies before, so that's got to feel pretty good. Graduation next Saturday. So how you guys going to handle yourself? You're going to be in a different routine where you're not getting up and going to school, then have practice, have a game. How do you get them refocused on how they focus on the game day?
Well, based off of yesterday in the first inning, I'm going to have to change my method, I think, because I wasn't very happy, and I knew it. I felt the vibe, and I'm just like, this isn't good, because I knew that team could come out and, you know, obviously beat us. So I know they got up early. I think maybe there were some siestas in the middle of the day, perhaps, and you know, but they'll figure it out. They're grown girls; they know, and they work hard. And
this is the end of the line for you.
Yeah, and this is it.
It's make or break. You know, keep winning, finish strong, or mess around all day, do nothing, and go home.
No, that's not happening.
That's not happening. No. I'm looking to do something here.
Yeah, absolutely. So
they are too.
Yeah. So
any other players this year, Coach, stand out a little bit? I know for me, the younger Stoltzenburg switching over to work on slap hitting. I mean, I'll be honest, I was skeptical as can be, but what an athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes something. Most kids, you got to start early and do that. She says, was she a sophomore now? I'm a sophomore. I'll just spin around, I'll do this, and I'll become your center fielder too. And wow, what a good advancement there. Kara's had a huge standout year as well. Again, pitching and on the hitting side of things, had a solid year. So I don't know if you have any other standouts you want to talk about.
Top to bottom, I just feel like everyone's has made improvements throughout the year. Chloe last night started making some great contact. I texted her, I'm like, those 2 balls you hit were the hardest hit balls I've seen you. Like, I just felt good about where she was.
Yeah.
Alex behind the plate, she continues to come in and just do it every single day, and we have to have that.
Yeah, she's a grinder.
We haven't really talked about pitching. I mean, who's your ace? I mean,
our ace is Kara Farnham, hands down.
And she's a junior?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just a guess. I don't know who she is.
And then Melena Kurgan
at third base. Yeah, that.
I tell you, I kind of was wanting to say something earlier in the year because I see Melena play quite a bit, and she's been kind of a little vacuum over there at third base and made a few plays that I was surprised about. I'll be honest. And she made a transition from the outfield to the infield, and really gained a couple things. She's done a nice job there, but moving Piggy to the outfield also gives you a lot of speed, which is a big deal with Kara on the mound because Kara's a solid pitcher, throwing I'd say mid 60s.
Lower 60s probably, low 60s.
But having a solid year and with these guys defensively, it's been a big help.
Yeah, from the first game to this game, we don't even look the same. I mean, our defense doesn't look the same because we made switches because Albuquerque was in left field, and Melena, it was just we've just made some changes, and I feel like we're kind of finding a groove.
Did you throw out the Spanish name?
She is Albuquerque and Lola J all the time. Yeah,
Albuquerque? What's that? Is that?
It's my Spanish name. She's my teacher.
For what's the name? What's Albuquerque?
It's just a name.
Yeah. Oh.
Alba.
Yeah.
And her middle name starts with a K, so it's just Albuquerque.
It's not a Spanish name?
Yes, it's a Spanish name.
I'm confused.
You don't use you don't use Ryan in Spanish.
Albuquerque means Ryan.
No. It's just a name.
Oh.
Everybody gets assigned a name.
I'm stealing it. My Spanish name in school was Moreno.
Why are you yelling?
Translated to dark hair, dark eyes.
No.
So, does Albuquerque translate to anything?
No,
that's what I was getting from.
Nope.
I'm smelling
Albuquerque. Okay, that's pretty cool. You got to change your name to that. That's awesome.
No, it's only for Senora.
All right, well, that's fun.
I thought so.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, ladies, still some game to play. Got a lot of games left. School's over, graduation, a lot of things going on. Stay focused, finish strong, and we're going to follow you all the way, and then hopefully have you back on here
right before sectionals.
Oh my God.
Sectionals, and
that's the talk.
Bring some hardware. Have fun with it. Take it serious, and finish your senior year strong. And good things will happen.
I hope so.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for coming in today. You can go do what you do.
And when will we get the information on the camp?
Oh, it's posted to social media, I know, and then all the schools have information. We distributed those yesterday. So it's June 13th through the 17th, 8 to 10 a.m. Girls entering
second through 8th.
Yeah.
Says grades 2nd through 8th.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
So.
Nice.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season, and we'll talk to you down the road. That's going to do it for us today on the Cheap Seats. Next week, we're going to be
somewhere special.
Four Corners Lube.
Possibly outside.
Yeah, we're outside. It's all outside from here on out. Should have been outside today.
I had a lot of kids coming on.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you next week.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3 and online at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings. Make it your own at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln or online at jakesfurnishings.com. Furnish your home for less at Jake's.
The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.